fanboys in a room with a mic? From video games, comics, and movies to uncensored social commentary, nothing is off limits. With your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr., The Blue Guy, Chuck Bitch, G-Roll, and Player 2. This is The Real Press Start. So sit down, load up, log in, and press start.
All right. Hello. Hello. Going on, every peoples out there's in the internets. Pistol Pete Jr. and G-Roll.
AKA all the stuff.
AKA Mr. AKA.
Yeah.
AKA Swan.
Swan? Oh. With two ends. Swan with two ends.
With two ends. So we just watched the Assassin's Creed movie trailer.
Yeah.
And what do you think?
I think it's whatever. I don't think it's gonna.
Chill. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. There was technical difficulties. Fix that. So, as I was saying, G-Roll is here, and you should be able to hear him now.
I'm not here anymore.
He left. The unprofessionalism finally.
Forgot to plug in the mic. How dare you?
So, as I was saying, we just finished watching the Assassin's Creed movie trailer. And I want to get your impressions first.
I didn't care for it.
No?
No.
Really? At all? Like, nothing in that looked good?
Nothing like stood out to me. Like, oh, I just.
Have you played any of the games?
Yeah.
Which ones?
I played Revelation. I played one, Revelations, and then Black Flag.
Okay. Because, honestly, like, literally, and I hadn't brought it up on the show, but I was talking to people at work, and, like, because people were always asking, oh, you know about the Assassin's Creed movie, because they know I enjoy the series.
Mm-hmm.
And, honestly, I was really getting worried about it, just because I don't know if I'm so used to every other movie fucking putting out 15 million trailers and leaking this and leaking that and leaking this. I mean, yeah, we've had some screenshots, we've had some shots leaked from the set, but nothing really, like, major. Like every other movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was getting really worried. I was like, okay, because I'm not hearing any promotion for it. I know it comes out this year. You know,
Yeah.
It's like I'm not hearing any promotion for it.
They're calling it Assassin's Creed now? Weren't they calling it like Apple of Eden or something?
That's what the rumor was. It was going to be called Assassin's Creed Apple of Eden or something like that. But now
Yeah.
it's just called Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
I actually, after seeing the trailer, I'm actually more hyped for the movie. I don't know if it was just a really well edited trailer where like they just cut it well for me, but I mean, if you didn't see anything, I mean, it could just be me jumping on the hype train early.
Yeah.
But I really like the way they were going back and forth from modern time to the history. Like they actually show him in the Abstergo, in the labs, and then they show him, you know.
It doesn't make sense to me. He's dead. He went on death row, and then now all of a sudden he's in Abstergo.
Well, see, it's what it seems like is.
So now they're making Abstergo some sort of fucking purgatory.
No, I think what it is they didn't really kill him. They probably gave him like that bit of story. Like Manhunt did the same thing where they made it seem like they killed this guy, and then legally he's dead, but then they put him into the game because like he can just die and no one's gonna miss him because legally he's dead and he was a shitbag anyway. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of what they were doing with this guy. Is like because Abstergo's whole thing is they're into everything. They're like behind the scenes of everything. So they could easily have someone in the prison. Okay, we're gonna fake this guy's death, and then we're gonna use him because we need his memories. You know, so everyone's gonna think he's dead. The world's not gonna look for him. As far as anyone knows, this guy's a body in the ground, so we can just take him and keep him in a hole for as long as we need him.
Yeah.
So I think that's what the story is there. The one thing I thought I was going to be upset about, but then I ended up actually liking it better than the way I actually have it in the game, is the Animus.
The Animus? Oh, because it's like
that big arm and like how we're moving around.
Basically, you're simulating. You're doing what you are actually doing in the.
Exactly. You're not just laying there memory. Like because the whole thing in Assassin's Creed was memories and muscle memory. So like you're learning your ancestors' muscle memories, but you're not moving your muscles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that, it makes sense because it's like he's like as he's climbing the buildings. In the room, the Animus is simulating his body climbing that building, and like his arms are actually moving. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That actually,
Yeah, that was interesting. But
I don't know. To me, it looked. And
the arm still looked kind of weird. It looked like
it did
it
look a
didn't. It
little.
looked rough. It didn't look like.
Yeah, yeah, it did look a little. But I like the concept of it. I guess is what I like of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the other thing I liked was the combat. The combat actually was really good. They actually, it looked like the game to me.
Yeah, I guess.
And then when he was doing the aerial assassination, when he's jumping off the thing and how he kind of
Mm-hmm.
just jumps into that pose that they do, that was cool. And then the eagle dive at the end.
Yeah. I don't know how you're gonna make that plausible
No,
in a
that I
movie.
mean that was way too high. Like he's jumping off a clock tower, and all of a sudden it looks like he's coming from the atmosphere. Like,
Yeah. Unless you're jumping into like a fucking haystack that's like as tall as an actual fucking building.
I want to say, I think it
I
was.
don't know if you're gonna live.
I think it was MythBusters that did something like that, where it was like what like how big of a hay bale would you have to land in
Uh-huh.
to survive? They were like, yeah, it would have to be massive. Like you have to jump to like a football stadium size fucking
Hey, man.
hay bale. Um, one of the things that always made me laugh was because The Witcher actually, The Witcher 2,
Uh-huh.
they actually make fun of the Assassin's Creed in that. There's like there's one little area, like a little Easter egg as Geralt's going around a town. There's like a hay cart, and it's
Uh-huh.
all like, because you know how he uses his wizard vision to like search for shit. Well, you go to this area, and there's a hay cart that's all smashed open, and there's like a dead body in a white like a robe, and, he's just all, and he just says, "They'll never learn." And he just walks away. But that it's funny. Even Metal Gear, Metal Gear didn't really make fun of it. They kind of used it because you know how Assassin's Creed and Metal Gear kind of had that thing going for a while, where I think it was
No, I didn't.
in Brotherhood, you can get Raiden's costume for Ezio,
Oh, really?
so you can run around as a cyborg in fucking
Huh.
in Renaissance Italy,
Yeah.
and which was cool. And then in Metal Gear 4, you can get Altair's robe for Snake.
Huh.
So they were going back and forth like that for a little while, and then in Peace Walker, like you have, because you know Snake loves his boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have different boxes, and like there's like a tactical box, and there's like a trank box. So like you can put a box instead of like you can hide in the box, and then you can like, or you can set a box as a booby trap. So when the guards come to pick it up and look at it, it sets off a trank like cloud and knocks them out. But they also have a hay bale cloud or a hay bale box, and there's only one hay bale box in the whole game. And the only way to unlock it is when you're like you either climb some farmhouse, and like you have to, you know how a snake can do that dive roll thing. When you dive roll off of it at a certain point, like you'll see hay on the roof, and if you dive roll off the roof at that point, it'll make the noise, and the snake will land into this hay bale, and it turns into a box, and he just runs around in the hay bale box. Uh, but that, I mean, that dive has always been made fun of. To me, I don't know. To me, it looked fucking awesome. Like I said, I was getting worried, and I was like, fuck, I don't think I'm gonna like the movie's probably not gonna do good, and I don't want to see it now because I haven't seen shit. I don't know.
I still feel like that.
I don't know. To me, maybe it's just because it's the first little trickle of something that we've gotten from it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm seriously like I'm excited for it, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it looked good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looked really good. Uh, so I mean, like nothing in there caught your attention at all. Nothing.
I can barely even remember it.
Really?
It's that
That's crazy. I watched it like 4 times.
insignificant to me. Yeah.
That was just crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah. We watched it like 5 minutes ago. I
Yeah,
can't
remember.
even remember.
That's just because you're young.
No, it's not.
These damn kids these days with their YouTubes and their internets and in their attention span.
And their 2-second attention span.
Oh man. There was something else I was gonna bring up with the Assassin's Creed. I don't remember what now. I don't think it was that important if I can't remember it.
Probably wasn't.
It probably wasn't. But yeah, I'm definitely I want to see more. I don't want to see too much though. I don't want them to spoil it. You know what I mean? I want them. I think that trailer was good enough to whet the appetite of enough people.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if. I mean, obviously they're gonna have to release another trailer. But I don't want them. I hope they don't spoil anything. You know what I mean? I just don't want to see any fucking major plot points in a goddamn trailer. You know, because that seems to be the trend in movies now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I'm I'm good right now. Don't show me anything else. Just show that a lot. Show that to everyone, everywhere. Put it on TV. Put it on make it visible so it's out there. But they don't have to keep oh, here's a new trailer and here's a new trailer. I really think Suicide Squad's been doing a really good job of their trailers.
Uh-huh.
Like when it comes to because obviously we don't know how much of it is if there's any spoilers in the trailer, but really they're essentially cutting the same footage over and over to new music and just cutting in different. The latest one showed a little bit of more new footage,
Yeah.
but nothing too oh, okay, well now I know that guy is gonna fucking die, or now I know this guy's in the fucking movie, so and again, like we said with Star Wars did it perfectly. We're like, here's a little bit of fucking.
I mean, Deadpool did it good too.
Yeah, Deadpool did amazing. Deadpool literally just cut the same fucking footage.
Yeah. That same like first 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, over and over.
Over and over and over.
And then sprinkled in with that bit of you look like an avocado. Fuck, another older, uglier avocado.
Yeah.
I just got it on the DVD and I was watching all the outtakes and the deleted scenes. The one he actually the one line, when he's tied down, he's saying, "Oh, don't leave me alone with less angry Rosie O'Donnell."
Uh-huh.
Well, apparently that scene, she actually got pissed off at him. She actually hit him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry.
You ever seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some pretty funny ones.
Yeah, it looked like he just kept saying stuff until
she finally
there was a reaction.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that one. Some of the deleted and extended stuff is you could see they were taking the movie in a whole nother direction.
Yeah.
But it was like, fuck, we can't do that because. You know what tripped me out? Because I'm a nerd like this, and I will watch audio commentaries and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to the audio commentary. You know they filmed the whole movie in 48 days.
No.
The whole movie, and to give you an example of how insane that is, they normally like Green Lantern. Ryan Reynolds used Green Lantern. That was an 89-day shoot.
Mm-hmm.
The Fantastic Four that just passed was 102 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Deadpool fucking blew both of those movies away.
Yeah.
Batman vs Superman. How long fucking was Batman? Batman vs Superman was shit. I don't have it. Batman vs Superman. I know it was something 128 days, something like that. They filmed for forever,
mm-hmm.
and then they went back for reshoots. And look how fucking much better Deadpool is compared to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one of the things that tripped me out is a lot. I mean, and it is a little weird the way it's cut together. So it's so choppy how it just jumps from the freeway scene to backstory to present to a little bit backstory. And then
it didn't even feel choppy though. I felt
no, it didn't. But I mean, that was I know that was a lot of people complaining about it. But you gotta figure they made it. They made it as a super low budget movie, and they made it in 48 fucking days.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking insane for it to be that good. The only thing that worries me about that is with Deadpool 2, they're gonna have more money and more
mm-hmm.
time. And so I mean I know they're gonna want to do more, but I'm afraid they're gonna try to do too much to make up for the first one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think they'll be fine.
I mean,
I'm just worried about other movies who are gonna start going with the rated R, going with the
having to thinking they have to do that to make it. Yeah. Did you notice the rating for Assassin's Creed? I didn't pay attention. Did they show it?
No, I didn't pay attention if they did.
I don't know. I know. They just showed the green band saying this is suitable for all audiences, but they didn't. I don't know if they showed a rating.
It might be PG-13.
Probably PG-13. It's Ubisoft. I don't know.
They don't have a red band unless it's R, isn't it?
Yeah. Usually, unless it's R, they don't show red band trailers. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see it. I know we got some more. We got some other shit to talk about. I wasn't.
Oh
We got other stories. We're not just talking about Assassin's Creed and Deadpool. And
Yeah, PS4 Neo to be released by September.
yeah, so they're saying that that was leaked by a French website on accident. You know how like you always hear about these Amazon links like, oh, fucking pre-order this. I was like, oh shit, we shouldn't have put that up yet.
Yeah, and then on accident, like in the corner, it says like, order will be available on
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
So apparently a French website posted up that at least in France it'll be available by September. So that's pretty fucking crazy because that means that it's completed, that they're already ready to ship it out into the world. No prices were announced on it yet.
I bet it'll probably just be normal price or the original price of the PS4 when it first came out.
I don't know if I don't think they'd go that high. I think they might keep it.
You think they might keep it like 300?
I don't know. They might make it more.
350,
They might
whatever
make
it is
it.
right now.
They might go 4. They might go just a little bit more expensive because right now they
400 is what the PS4 was.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. So yeah, they might just go original price point, I guess. You got to figure they still have a shitload of the regular PS4s out there.
Yeah.
They got to get rid of that stock before they start. But then again, I was gonna say no. I was like, maybe there's people that don't play PlayStations on like 4K TVs or. Like,
Right, I don't have a 4K. You don't have a 4K
I don't have a 4K
TV.
TV yet. Actually, no. This one can.
It is?
Yeah, this one can go 4K.
Okay. But yeah, most people probably don't have a 4K TV to even play. Like that's all that PS4 Neo is.
Yeah.
Good for.
Yeah.
Playing on 4K.
As far as we know right now, yeah, it's gonna be.
Like the PS4 that you have now plays all the games that one can play, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like there's gonna be games coming out that you need to upgrade to that one for.
Yeah.
And
That'd be bullshit.
Yeah.
Honestly. But
that would be fucked up. Well, see, that would piss a lot of people off too.
Yeah.
That would do you remember when Xbox 360 released that HD DVD drive? Because remember there was a whole Blu-ray HD DVD drive thing going on. So Sony won Blu-rays obviously, and Xbox was like, okay, well we're gonna go with HD DVDs, and nobody liked HD DVDs. So but Xbox released a add-on. It was an attachment that plugged into the back of the Xbox that lets you watch HD DVDs. But the one thing they said, and it was smart of them for them to actually come out and say it, not just be like, okay. But they said they're not going to release any games on HD DVD because we don't want you to have to go and buy this attachment to be able to play these games. Like if you have an Xbox, you're going to be able to play Xbox games. Which, you know what I mean? You got to give them that.
yeah.
So, speaking of Xbox and games, there's that Project Spark.
Oh yeah, they're not
They're
supporting
shutting it down.
anymore.
Yeah, I think it was a few months ago they announced that they weren't going to be doing any updates on it. They're like, it's okay, whatever's there is there. Like people can still create shit, but we're not doing any more software updates to it. We're not supporting it anymore. It's just there. Well, they officially announced that they are taking it off of the Xbox network. So
wow.
It's going away. It's going off. Xbox is going off Windows, so it's going to be going away.
That's weird.
Yeah, because that will.
I never really heard about anything about it.
Glitch liked it. Glitch was always talking about it.
Yeah, but like.
But after that,
I never heard any news about it or.
No, yeah, it kind of what was it? Because the only bits of news, and the only reason I know these bits of news is because I just saw this story, and this story had the previous nuggets in it. Was originally what happened was, okay, well, not a lot of people were buying it, so they decided to go to a free-to-play model.
Yeah.
And so what they did was, if you bought it, you got the $60 credit to your account, so you can buy shit within the game. And then they were like, okay, well, that's not working either, so we're just gonna kind of, okay, well, we're not adding anything new. Whatever's there is there, and you guys can upload. You guys can create your own shit, still upload, download, do whatever you gotta do. But we're not adding anything new. We're not updating anything. Here's the game. That's it. And now they announced. I think the start. I don't remember the date that it cuts off.
It kind of seems so. It seems so like not enough people were buying Project Spark, so they made it free to play.
Yeah.
And then had like microtransactions or whatever.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And then now they're still not making enough money, so they're just gonna shut the game down.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Just let your fucking fan base play a game.
Yeah, I don't see why they would take it. But the only reason I think of them taking it down is because the server storage, like maintenance on the servers and keeping it running.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, it shouldn't be like
Yeah.
But then again, the other thing is they also shut down the last what was it what was it recently? Xbox 360? No, they stopped selling it. So they stopped making 360s. Something recently. Oh, it was PS2. Yeah, PS2 officially. I don't know if did we talk about that in the show?
What?
They officially shut down the last PS2 multiplayer servers.
No, but like if you're playing multiplayer on PS2 still.
Well, I mean, a lot of people go back. Like I don't have a PS2 anymore. I want to get one because there's still some great games that I love on my PS2 that I can't play anymore.
Mm.
But I don't think I ever played many multiplayer games on PS2, like online multiplayer games.
Yeah.
But like there were some on there, you know what I mean? But those you can't play them anymore because there's no servers for them anymore.
Right.
So
I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah.
It's been what, 15 years?
yeah,
20 years. Or
almost
something?
20 years. Let's see, the PS2 came out when I was in basic training because I remember. So that had to be 2000. It had to be it came out in 2000. So yeah, 16 years. So that's pretty nuts. And the PS3. When did the PS3 come out? PS3 came out.
PS3 came out when I was like in 5th grade.
I was in college. That's weird to say. You were in 5th grade. I was in college.
So 10 years?
Yeah. Let's see. 2004, 2000. I remember going to E3. Was it 2004 or 5 that they announced it? Because I was at the E3. Do you remember when they announced the PS3 and they had that boomerang controller? Everyone was like, "What are you doing?
No,
Why
I don't.
is it a boomerang?"
No, I don't remember that.
Like it literally looked like a batarang, like a round batarang, and like it was still the buttons and everything were the same, but it was just like this like loop,
Yeah.
and like
That was the control?
yeah, the controller was just like this, like yeah, it was like you would have had to play it like this. It was just really awkward looking, and everyone, I mean, it looked cool-ish, like visually it looked cool. Visually it looked cool, but like you could obviously like this is a horrible design. It's gonna be very because like if I remember correctly, I don't remember if it looped in or if it like they just, but it would like you would have either been playing with your hand like a handlebars, like you would have been playing like this,
Mm-hmm.
or you would have been playing with your like, it was just really awkward looking. But yeah, I'd look it up, but my phone was hijacked. Not pooping, baby. But yeah, that year, so it had to be 2005 that the PS3 came out.
Yeah.
And then I know they supported the PS2 until 2000, like
What came out first, the Wii or the PS3?
PS3.
Okay, so before, yeah, so maybe like 10 years.
Yeah. Man, it's a long time.
10 or 11.
And okay, and you remember was it last week we talked about it, or the week before they talked about how there might not be a PS5?
Last week or the week before, I can't remember.
Yeah, or not the week before, but
The show before.
The show before, yeah. Well, a lot of people are taking that to heart,
Mm-hmm.
and Ubisoft has come out saying that gaming is gonna go the way of music, where it's not gonna have and there's not gonna be any more physical copies of games.
I believe it.
I don't believe that. I mean, I know the popularity of Steam, and I know,
It's just better to buy digital.
I don't think so, because the thing is I mean, you have limited storage. Granted, yeah, okay, you're gonna stop playing certain games, but like, okay, like my biggest thing, honestly, and I know this is kind of an irrational fear, but at the same time, it's not. Like,
It's honestly it's the same as having as your hard copies. Your hard copies, even though you have the disc, that doesn't mean you can just play it. You have to download it, and sometimes you have to get. It's the same deal.
yeah,
Just
but
all the games are in your library instead of like lying around in your room.
yeah, but the other thing is like, okay, say they decide, okay, like I'm gonna use a playable teaser for an example. I know that's it's a special case because the game got canceled and they're like, but like, okay, like I delete the playable teaser from my PlayStation right now,
Mm-hmm.
I can never play it again. I can't go back into the store and find it. You know what I mean?
You can't go back in the library and find it.
Nope. If it's deleted off your PlayStation, it's gone because it's deleted from your library and it's not in the store anymore,
Mm-hmm.
so you can't get it. Rock Band right now. Again, it's a different case, but well, there's other games that are doing this too, where it's like, okay, this game's a bit older, so if you don't have the DLC for this game already, we're taking it off the store, so you can't buy it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's a couple games that PlayStation's been taking off the stores now that like once they're gone, that's it. Unless you have it in your library, it's gone. Like I've paid 15, 16.
But once you buy it, it goes straight into your library.
Yeah, but if you delete it from your library, I'm saying. Like so, once you delete it off the PlayStation,
You can't delete it from your library. Even if you delete the game,
Mhm.
the game will still be in your library. You just have to download it again
No,
next time you want to
what
play
I'm
it.
saying is it won't let you download it again because it's
You
being
sure?
removed from the service. Yeah. Like right now with the playable teaser. Like, did you ever download it?
Yeah, but on my older account.
Okay. Well, try to see if you can still go find it in your library. I guarantee you it's not there.
Okay.
Stuff like that, like where it's like, okay, once it's gone, it's gone. To me, like, and I know it's an old school mentality, and like, and it's definitely an old man mentality, but it's like, I like to be able, I like to be able to go to a place, pick it up, and like, okay, this is my game, like it's here, like, you know, I have it, because to me, like, and yeah, and granted, yeah, I do have to install a lot of the games because you're not getting everything on the disc anymore. Or there might have been a bunch of fucking updates since the game was released, even though it just came out today.
Mm-hmm.
But like something about having a tangible copy, something that like I have it here. I don't know if it's that I'm just old or if it's the collector mentality in me.
Because you're old.
It could be because I'm old. But I also have that collector mentality where it's like, okay, I like to be like, okay, this is my collection. It's not as okay. Like what? Have you ever seen?
But you could just be like, when people come over, you'd be like, you just open your library. This is my collection.
Yeah, but that is nowhere near as impressive as like okay.
Sure it is.
When you look
Same amount of money.
It's the same amount of money. But when you look, okay, like online, like there's that that guy that just recently sold like that. It was like $10 million worth of games. Remember?
I'll sell my PS4. You can have all these games on my PS4.
Yeah, but you're not. Like that guy could sell all those games for $10 million. You're not gonna sell a PS4 with all those same games for $10 million.
Sure I can. Watch
No.
me. Watch me.
But they're on your account. The games don't transfer
I'll
over.
delete any personal information on my account and I'll make a new fucking account.
Yeah, for $10 million, that wouldn't be. That wouldn't be a bad idea. that might actually be worth it. But to me, it's like, you know, walking in, seeing that wall of games. To me, that's impressive. Like, I can open a Steam account and buy fucking every game on Steam and like, yeah, that's cool. Look at all these games.
I
that
mean,
can
if I went
play.
to my friend's house and I was just scrolling around on his Steam and I saw all those games that he's bought, I'd be like, whoa, look at all the games he's got.
Yeah, but what if you walked in and you saw all those games on a fucking like?
I'd be like, whoa, look at all the games he's got.
I don't know. To me, it's more impressive. Like, cause again, I guess it's old man mentality, but in the internet, it's just there. It's like it's there. I know it's there, but it's there. Like,
like I'm not gonna touch all of his games.
I'm not saying that either. But it's like you could actually, like, okay, like me and Player 2, again, Player 2 is old as well. But me and Player 2, we were talking about how, like, when you used to buy a game, like right now, like, okay, Street Fighter 5. When you would buy a game, it used to come with a book.
Yeah, now it comes with a piece of paper.
Now it comes with a piece of paper. It's usually just an ad for another game or for something stupid, you know what I mean? But like it used to come with a book and like there'd be like Metal Gear. As a matter of fact, you know what? Hold that thought. Stay right there.
He keeps doing this for you guys. Help me.
Oh wait, I don't have it. You have it.
I don't have it.
You don't. You have it? Don't you have it?
Metal Gear? No.
Somebody has my Metal Gear.
Probably Brian.
Might be Brian.
He hoards everything.
Yeah, he does. But Metal Gear, when you open that case, there's a book like a good 1/4 inch thick, right? And it's got a full-on comic book in there, like the opening story of how Snake got to where he's at to this point. And granted, they could all do that in cutscenes now, but at the same time, it's still something cool just to like, you know, to add more to the, I don't know. To me, it just adds more to the game. I think it's more fun that way. More fun. I don't know why I went for
I don't think it's worth it.
I guess I'm sold.
You're just
Sold.
what was it, 9.7 million people who played Overwatch?
Yes, just the beta.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, just the beta. 9.7 million people were already playing the beta. That's fucking nuts. Like, granted, that doesn't mean that many people are gonna buy the game.
Yeah.
But
I liked it. It's fun, but if I don't think I'll buy it.
no,
Nah.
I've heard
Or-
nothing but good things about it.
It takes a little bit of patience to understand how the game works.
Yeah, I heard there's like 50 million classes in that goddamn game. Obviously,
No,
I'm
there's not.
exaggerating, but like,
I don't know if they like didn't let you play all the
I don't think they
characters in the
did.
beta.
They didn't let you play.
Must have been the beta. There was like 5 or 6 of each, like DPS, tank, builder, and healer, or support, whatever you want to call it. So 24 classes or some shit like that.
Okay. I guess that's not too bad. They made it seem like.
Yeah, 24 characters you could play, rather.
Yeah. That's not too bad. That's a huge number of people.
Yeah.
I mean,
One thing that I didn't like was that you could change your character whenever you wanted.
also one even
Like
in the
like
middle of
once
the game?
yeah, like once you chose your character, like I thought once you chose your character it'd be locked in that you're that character.
Yeah.
But like you could have your whole team be the same character, and
And then just.
like if it's like an OP fucking character, you'll just fucking wreck face the whole game.
Oh fuck. So there definitely is. Well, I mean, it's a beta, so there's probably gonna be some balancing issues there, but that's kind of shitty. Like, cause that's one of those things where it's like, okay, well,
I liked Bloodborne because actually, well, like once you chose a character, you were locked in as that
into
character, and then also like if you left, like say if you left the game, you couldn't go into another game unless that game was over.
Oh, nice.
So if you try to keep loading in the game, you load back into that game that you were in.
The one that you were,
Yeah. Well, at the same time, that also sucks sometimes because some people would just leave, and then you'd be there 2-on-3 or 2-on-5.
Yeah.
So and then you'd have to wait till that game's over, or just
That
keep
sucks.
getting
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, I can see the pros and cons of that, but that's one of those things that it's like, yeah, if you have a bunch of people quitting, or you have a bunch of people like that just jump in and jump out of games.
Yeah.
Like I can see what they're trying to do with it, but yeah, I can see where that can be a downside as well. Did you hear that I think it's Overwatch? Yeah, with Overwatch, that if you get caught cheating your first cheat, you're banned for life. They're not tolerating any cheating at all.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So I think that because with gaming now, especially multiplayer gaming like that, like it's rampant. You know what I mean? It's like, and it ruins the experience for other people. You know what I mean? It's like one asshole fucks up the thing because like this guy is gonna fucking come in here and.
I mean, what's kind of fucked up now is like people can put like mouse and keyboard on consoles now.
Yeah.
And stuff, and
but that's not cheating though. That's just using a different.
It's not, but it also is.
How do you figure?
Huh? Because mouse and keyboard is like basically superior to any other controller.
Yeah, but you have the same ability to do that though. It's not like you're going.
Not really. It's actually for most of the time it's like against terms and conditions.
Is it really?
Yeah. Because you'd have to actually modify your play unless you're using like a nav gear or some shit. Mm-hmm. I think they don't have like an actual adapter to do it. You have to.
Oh, okay.
You have to do some special stuff.
No, I'm pretty sure PS4 has it. They even have the Bluetooth keyboard setups for it.
Do they?
Yeah, like it's in the settings. They have keyboard and mouse settings.
I don't think they do. I don't think they have anything that lets you play games with it. I think you can use it for like
browsing and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll let you. But I've never tried it. I've never been a fan of keyboard and mouse as controls. Yeah. I've never. I just don't.
Because like all my friends that I play with that do have mouse and keyboard, they always have to do some sneaky shit to like actually play with it.
Actually play with it. Okay.
Like they can't just plug it in and play.
Okay, well, see, then that's different. Then that's obviously if you're having to mod your console or you're doing something against terms of service, then that's considered cheating. Then you get banned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Because I mean, obviously they want everyone on a level playing field.
Yeah.
But like, I don't see
I
why.
don't even want. I don't even want to get started on like scuff controllers and stuff. That shit
Oh yeah,
irritates the fuck out of me.
yeah.
But-
But you know what? They're fucking paying for it, man. You know, it's one of those things. Like,
Yeah.
if you're really that serious about it that you need to get all that shit, you know what I mean? Like okay, just to use Call of Duty as an example. Yeah, I mean, none of us here are pro players. You know what I mean? I'm decent. You're way better than I am. You know, but you don't use any of that shit.
Right.
You hadn't had a need to, and you hold your own. Not necessarily against
Okay.
those guys.
Right. But like even a bad player with a regular controller gets a scuff controller, it could be better than me.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So it's like, so when it comes to shit like that, I think okay. I mean, and there's got to be a way to check where like, okay, is this a modded controller? Is this a modded? You know,
You can tell by the way people play because using a scuff controller allows you to do things that you can do with a regular controller, but you can't do it good.
Yeah, you'd have to be ridiculously fast with your hands to be able to do some shit like that. Yeah. And like that's like back in the day they used to have the controllers with the turbo switch on them. So like say you were playing Street Fighter and like you were using Chun-Li, you could turn a switch on the controller that instead of having to hit the fucking button a million times to make it go, all you would just hold it down and it would be the turbo.
I never understood what those turbo switches do.
They depended like they were mainly meant for like because back in the day this was they were really before first person shooters.
Uh-huh.
So it was like say like a game where you had a.
It's like my Super Nintendo and I think I have a Nintendo 64 controller with those.
Was it turbo switch?
Uh-huh.
Well, see what they were meant for was because like a lot of games like as a gameplay aspect was okay. Well, you have to keep hitting this button over and over and over and over and over. This is the button you use to shoot, but you can only shoot every time. Like,
so it's like an auto click.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it is. It got to the point where even in Metal Gear Solid, there's a cutscene where Snake gets tortured, and they do it. It's pretty much one of those things that they do in all the Metal Gears now. Snake gets tortured at some point, and you have to sit there and tap the button to resist the torture.
Did they do that in?
I don't think they did in
Phantom Pain?
no, but it was in all of them up until that point. And when you're playing the game, so to survive, you have to keep tapping circle, and like you have to like not let your health die. And during the initial cutscene, Revolver Ocelot, he says that, and don't try using a turbo controller because I'll know. He didn't. I remember playing it the first couple times, and I was like, because I had a turbo controller, and I remember like, fuck, I don't want to fuck up the game, like I don't want it to like give me a game over, because like you play up until this point, like I don't think I've saved in the last couple hours.
Yeah.
I don't want. So the second time I played through it, I used the turbo controller. I just wanted to see what would happen, and my health just didn't drop. That's all. At all. It's just like it would just flicker at the end.
They tried to torture me, but they just couldn't.
They couldn't. But like, I mean, it got to the point where the turbo controller was so common that, you know what I mean? Yeah. But the turbo controller wasn't like fucking, because like fucking those modded controllers are like $200, $300, fucking sometimes more, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the scuff controllers are like $250. Yeah. Something crazy like that.
There was ones I forget where it was that I saw, what site I saw them on, but there was like these. Okay, so not only did they have the program macros and shit, but they also added extra switches and fucking buttons, and it's like if you're really going,
we added the Z button on the back of this fucking paddle right here.
And there was one that literally added a toggle switch, like a turbo. Mm-hmm. It was a toggle switch that like I forget what it did, but it was like. I want to say it either inverted your controller or did something where like, why would you even fucking want that? Like, that's fucking stupid.
You could just go into settings and invert your controls however you want.
Yeah. It's like, no, I got the toggle, boop, invert. It's like...
It's too much time.
Yeah. 3
seconds is too much time.
Yeah. That's fucking ridiculous. Real quick to go back to games that were getting shut down. I don't know if we haven't talked about it yet.
What was it?
Project Spark. So Project Spark getting shut down. Disney Infinity.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't. They're not shutting the game itself down.
Self-publishing games, no longer self-publishing games.
Yeah, they're not gonna. Disney's not gonna be a self-publishing game. So Disney's coming out with the game now. So meaning, which can be good news. Like Disney's already not self-publishing, like in like Star Wars and like most of the Star Wars games.
Yeah.
But so what that means is okay. So Disney Infinity, if you have Disney Infinity, which have you played it at all? Disney Infinity?
No.
It's actually pretty fun. I got it for the little one initially, and she liked it, but it's kind of cool.
But it's really for me, and I.
No, like I don't play it very often, but the times I have played it, and like the times I play with her, it's actually enjoyable. It's kind of like Little Big Planet, where you can create your own world and shit. But there's a bunch of other games within it that you can just like play.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like an over the top. It kind of reminds me of like. It's like if GTA was in a bounce house, like if everything's padded and nice and fluffy looking, but it's like it's open world. You can run around, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so they're not going to be doing any more Infinity, and then they're not going to be releasing any more figures because they got too expensive. So no more Infinity figures. Whatever's out is out there. So if you're one of those Infinity collectors, which there are people who do that, like go and buy what you can now because it's going away.
Yeah.
Definitely going away.
Let's see. Division has 9.5 million registered players.
Yep. That
I stopped playing it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Ubisoft was blown away by how many people
I've gotten bored with it.
Really? That quickly?
Yeah.
Damn. So maybe they're all. I mean, they got. But see, that's
registered players. There's probably maybe like a million people playing.
Well, no, they 9.5 registered players. But yeah, so only like.
But like
probably
a tenth of that is playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty much done with that game.
That's one of the things that I haven't really heard much more about that game. I guess it's probably gonna be one of those games where it has a dedicated following.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where
it is. I have a couple of friends that like still just like die hard play it.
That's all.
Like whenever I'm on there. But like whenever, like every single time I try and log in and start walking around and I see what I have to do, I'm like, I don't really want to do this. I've already done this.
Well, it's kind of like World of Warcraft right now. World of Warcraft, they still have all these registered players, but like, how many people are actually still playing? They got like 4.
It's a dedicated 100 players playing every day.
No, because I was.
I love that South Park episode where.
Well, they did the World of Warcraft episode.
Yeah, but so what were they saying? They were saying some shit like, "This guy literally plays every day of his life. We need to kill him. But how do you kill one who has no life?"
Hey, but at its peak, man, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like, World of Warcraft was life. Like, people were... Like, that's why I never got into it. Like, because I had a bunch of friends that were into it, and I started to play it. Like, I have an account on there, I started a character, and I got into it. And I was like, okay, I need to stop playing this game, or I'm going to give up everything and just play this game. Like, it was a fun game. It was addictive. It was simple enough where you can learn it, but it was immersive enough that, like, okay, there's a lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
And it literally, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna grind the shit out of fucking, I'm gonna go and just kill boars.
That's all they did. They killed boars for fucking 5 XP.
But it's like, fuck, man. Like, yeah, I can definitely see why that game became what it was. I mean, there's a movie coming out, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was a worldwide phenomenon, but like, all good things was coming to an end. That's just one of those things that it died out.
Star Wars Battlefront sequel coming next year.
Yeah, they're already working on the Battlefront sequel.
When did Battlefront come out? Last year?
Last year? Not even. I think it came out this year, didn't it?
No, last year.
Was it last Christmas though? Like
November.
Yeah. Holiday.
That's normal.
Yeah.
It's 2 years.
I mean, no, it's not. It's gonna be a year because it came out last.
Came out last November.
Uh-huh.
So right now it's like 6 months. They say it's gonna come out next year.
Oh yeah, good point. So yeah,
They'll
2 years.
probably let it out the year.
Next holiday season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
probably.
2 years.
See, the thing is, the reason I brought that one up was just because I'm like
Even if they didn't, like a year and a half, whatever,
yeah,
same thing.
I'm
That's
kind
still longer than most games.
yeah. I'm kind of happy because to go back to Ubisoft as well. Ubisoft they stopped doing an annualization of Assassin's Creed. They're gonna start spending more development time on
Yeah.
them. Just because you could tell the last like Black Flag I really enjoyed, but really the last ones other than that you can tell
Unity
just,
and
like,
Syndicate.
they were just here's a couple games like,
Yeah.
you know they just it became something that it shouldn't have been like they let the story get away with it because especially with a game like Assassin's Creed where like the story is so important you can't really do an annual fucking series because like you need to take time and write that fucking story you need to make you know like I wouldn't mind if after either Black Flag like if Ubisoft said you know what Unity and fucking Syndicate never happened because Black Flag's story was good enough.
Black Flag was good. Black Flag was a huge game too.
Yeah.
If you didn't fast travel or anything.
Yeah, it was
That was a
fucking
huge game.
massive. And there's still shit like I beat the game and I can still go in and there's still tons of shit to do. You know what I mean? Like which and it's still fun. Like going like the fucking naval battles were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But they could literally go back to Black Flag, use that as a jumping off point because spoiler alert, if you haven't played any of the Assassin's Creed games, Desmond dies.
You kill people.
Yeah, oh yeah. You're an assassin. You have this creed that you follow.
And you kill people because of that creed.
Exactly. Spoiler alert. Sorry, but you know, in case you didn't know. But so Desmond dies in 3.
3, yeah.
Yeah, Desmond dies at the end of 3. So, because that was meant to be the end of Desmond's story arc. You know what I mean? So now what they started doing was because even in the multiplayer, what they started doing.
And
was,
it's like a fucking theme park where everyone just goes in and fucking plays these.
Yeah,
fucking
well, no, it's
games.
like Sword Art Online, pretty much. It's like you go on, everyone's hooked up, and they're just, you're living the life of this assassin.
It's not even. It kind of is that, but you're playing. You're basically giving them the game, because you're the one who's able to go through their.
Yeah.
Through the memories.
Well, actually, no.
You're able to go through Desmond's fucking memories.
Yeah.
Fucking his dead body.
Yeah. Yeah, you're replaying someone else's memories, but
And you're basically extracting the gameplay for other people to play.
Exactly. Because like in the it started in the multiplayer, and that part of the story got really, really good. Where it was like, okay, well, but I don't know how it got lost because there was Desmond's story, and then they had the multiplayer, where it was like, okay, well, why are there more than one assassin? Like, so they figured, okay, well, Abstergo's releasing a game. And this game is okay. People are playing it like it's just like an Animus, but they're playing it virtual reality games.
Mm-hmm.
There's R2D2. And then, but what Abstergo's really doing is they're seeing who can link with the Animus, who has memories that they can use, and who has the abilities to. I forget what they called it, like where you absorb the abilities of their ancestors. So then they're gonna go after. Okay, so say you're playing the game and you're able to play it really well and you're absorbing memories and they're able to leech shit off of you. What? Pooping baby. What? Bring it over here. But so they're able to leech abilities off of you. So what they're going to do is like they're going to approach you and say, hey, there's this new training program, like a new beta tester program. We'd like to bring you into our offices. And they would bring you there. Then they would leech more memories off of you. Eventually they would put you in a cage and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's what the storyline, or they either they put you in a cage or they make you one of their agents.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the storyline was headed. Then all of a sudden it's like they just stopped that and it's like, okay, well this is a game for everyone now, and fucking just play these memories for us.
Yeah.
And it was like they just kind of lost all of that. Like it lost all the, where the assassins are still trying to stop them.
Yeah, it lost like the dark.
Yeah.
The dark tone.
It just got like, here's a game, go play it. Like fucking.
Yeah, like even in Black Flag, like you were like. There was like this weird like mechanic guy who was helping you.
Yeah, well, no,
throughout everything.
Well, that guy was one of the assassins from. He's an assassin. He's been throughout the series. He was helping Desmond. Yeah. But now it's like they don't really follow them anymore because it's like you don't hear any other story of other than like what's kind of going on there. and you don't know. It's like because with Black Flag, it's like I'm a new Abstergo employee, and I'm helping them develop this game.
Yeah.
But it's like how and then the way they approach you is like, did they choose this guy? Like, okay, you're the random new Abstergo employee. I'm an assassin. I'm gonna go talk to you and tell you, hey, I'm a fucking assassin. I know we're rivals and shit, but can you help us out? We're gonna recruit you.
Shing.
Yeah,
Shing.
exactly. Like,
Shing.
there's no backstory
Shing.
anymore. It's just like, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Accept it.
They need to fix smoke bombs in the Assassin's Creed games too.
Yeah.
OP as fuck.
In the multiplayer.
Oh, what's that? You got like 8 people on you? Smoke bomb.
Well, I mean,
Kill all of them.
yeah,
Fucking
that's
just
the
stab
thing.
all of them.
Well, you know what? In Unity, the way they did the gameplay was more like you didn't want to run into 8 guards. Like if you had more than 2 guards, it's like fuck, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Because they made him. They didn't make him weaker, but they made the guards combat more. You know.
Therefore, he was weaker.
Yeah, I think they just balanced it better. Because with like as Ezio or as fucking Altair, it's like you can send an army after them, and I'm just gonna sit there and counter and stab and counter and stab and counter and stab.
Mm-hmm.
And especially once they added the chain kills.
Mm-hmm.
Was it fucking Connor? Did they add the chain kills? Or
probably is probably Connor. And
I
then
think it was Connor. It was like where as soon as you killed one, as long as you timed it right,
you could like fucking Arkham Knight it.
Exactly.
Like...
exactly. And you can kill everyone.
Yeah.
It was just like once you got one kill, it was just one hit kills the rest of the way until someone hit you. But you could literally just counter one hit kill until everyone was dead. On this one, they took it's still there, but it's way more balanced. It's not as easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you have to be really really good to get you actually have to practice it and get your skills up to be able to take on multiple guards.
Right.
I'm at the point I can probably take on like 4 guards. And even then, I'm like, I'll barely get out of there. It's like I'm probably gonna run from anything more than 2 guards. Hey, back off, dog. There was one other story I wanted to bring
Oh
up.
yeah, the Kojima story. He has a new game coming out.
Oh
AAA.
yeah. He announced it's gonna be a new AAA action title.
Yeah.
And apparently his new logo
has some sort of.
There's something to do with one of the characters in that game.
Oh, okay.
So that Skull Knight looking thing, that's gonna has something to do with his new.
Is it Solid Ocelot?
Solid, yeah, right.
No, Solid Mongoose.
No, it was
Liquid
Mongoose. No, it wasn't liquid. It was something else.
Liquid Sprocket.
Liquid Sprocket, yeah, that's what it was. Liquid Sprocket because it's not Metal Gear. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do. Kojima's always done really great work, not just with the Metal Gear series, but with other shit that he's collaborating on. So I'm curious to see because it's his company now. He doesn't have to like answer to anyone. So I'm curious to see what he's gonna do.
See if it gets crazier.
Yeah, and see where he takes it with the movie references and because like Kojima, his whole thing is he didn't want to make video games. He wanted to make movies, but he was better at making video games, so that's where he's at.
With Kojima's style, stuff would probably be lost in like a movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Form.
Because his stories always jump so much that like you would be like, wait, what? Now this guy?
Probably be like some like M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, it might work for 1 or 2 movies, but then
and then it'll just keep getting worse and worse. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, Metal Gear is a prime example of that though. Like, I mean, yeah, they went back and fixed some of it, but it was like it took fucking how many games?
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, Phantom Pain was what was it? A 15-year-old plot hole.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you killed this guy already, but he came back. But then so it's that's how his movies would be. It would just be like, you'd have to watch every sequel. Then you'd have to watch them back like Star Wars. It's like okay, well they got the prequels and they got the original series. But now no one watches them in the series. Like they don't watch them in release order anymore. Everyone watches them in chronological order. Mm-hmm. So like even with Metal Gear, like to play Metal Gear, you would have to start with Peace Walker. You'd start with 3, then you'd play 1, then you'd play 2.
Phantom Pain.
No, wait. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. You'd play 1, you'd play Peace Walker, then you would play Phantom Pain, then you would play 1, 2, and 3. And 4, I'm sorry.
3 and 4?
No, you wouldn't play. You would 3 because 3 is the first one you play.
Oh, okay.
So you start with 3, then you do Peace Walker, then you do Phantom Pain, and then you do 1, and 1, 2, and 4. You know what I mean? To play it chronologically. So it's like, so it's not even like, at least with Star Wars, it's 1, 2, 3, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With this one, it's what
It's 4, 7, 2.
Exactly. So it's like,
-1, the one that never came out.
Yeah, and that's not counting the spin-offs, because like, okay, to really play them all in chronological order, it would be Peace Walker, which is 3. Mm-hmm. Then you would play.
Isn't Peace Walker a PSP game or some shit like that?
Yes, but no. Oh, I'm sorry. It would be Snake Eater's 3. I'm sorry, Snake Eater. Peace Walker is a PSP game that they redid HD. Okay. Then after Peace Walker, there was another one. Actually, I don't see. That's the thing, is I don't know if it's between Peace Walker and this one, and Snake Eater, or if it's a separate one altogether.
What about Metal Gear 1 and 2?
Metal Gear 1 and 2, you would have to play before Metal Gear Solid. So you would still have to play Metal Gear 3 first. Then Peace Walker. Then Phantom Pain. Actually, no. Then Ground Zeroes. Then Phantom Pain. Then 1 and 2, like the NES versions. Then Metal Gear Solid 1. Then Metal Gear Solid 2. Then Metal Gear Solid 4.
Jeez.
Technically, 4 is the end of the series. But then there's also Metal Gear Rising, which takes place.
Is that after?
It takes place after 4, and everyone's a cyborg. Yeah. So.
Do you ever fight Snake?
No, as far as I think, no, because Snake's not. Well, he's supposed to be dead.
Solid or liquid?
No, there's no snakes involved in that one at all.
Venom? No.
There is a cyborg. No, it's a robotic wolf thing.
There's no naked robot wolf?
Or
snake?
Yeah, no naked snake.
Naked robot snake?
They should have had a robotic snake. They should have had a snake somewhere.
Naked cyborg ninja.
Right?
I can say that right.
Naked cyborg ninja, yes.
There you go.
I think on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I think that's the name of this episode this week, Naked Cyborg Ninja.
Alright.
Don't forget to check out our newest show supporters, Level Up Vapor. We're not vaping.
Buy all the juice you can buy.
Buy all the juice you can buy. They're fucking great, amazing, delicious flavors.
Super good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put one of my quotes on their website. It's just fucking delicious.
Fucking delicious.
Like a picture.
And
of
an asterisk points finger upward.
Yes, points. Yeah, fucking delicious. Go click on. Or go to therealpressstart.com. Click the Ripped Apparel link. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Before you do that, when you're buying the juices, use the coupon code TRPS, 20% off your order. So that's huge savings, and you're supporting the show at the same time. Now, then you go to therealpressstar.com. You click the Ripped Apparel link.
Ignore everything else.
Ignore everything else.
We don't even know why we have a website. It's just for that.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, the show's there. The newest show's there, and anything we talk about is there. But
that doesn't matter.
Click on that Ripped Apparel link. Buy some damn t-shirts. Tell them that way they know that you went through us, and that way they take care of us. Then go check out AmericanHeyday.com. And what you do there is you buy some t-shirts, buy yourself a flask that you can sneak into concerts and shit.
Or the movies.
Or into the movies. Get drunk.
Get hammered drunk.
Get hammered drunk while watching Civil War and, act the fool. Awesome posters. Awesome fucking prints. Got a lot of cool shit. Go check them out. On that note, game over.
What are we talking about?
No more questions.